My name's Christopher Time. I'm a visual artist based in Amsterdam, but I'm originally from the UK. I work with film, animation, and video installation. So the piece I'm presenting today is called A.O.K, and it's an interrogation or an investigation, I would say, into making pop videos in a way. Music videos, pop videos, but more about constructing how to construct a sort of hyper-real version or identity of ourselves, and also how to construct a hyper-real version and identity in the image. The way I come at it is how do we construct the images we want to become, and then how do we understand ourselves as the images we became? That's the question that I went in whilst making this work. The development of the piece, it was what you see on screen and what the audience will see is only the production around making videos. So we did make music videos, and there was someone who I worked with called Bess who really made music tracks, but we don't see those videos and we don't hear those tracks. What we do see are the making of everything. So that's what the video is focused on. It's focused on the sensations, the difficulties, the enjoyments around making or trying to make basically like ourselves as pop video stars, makers. So we never see the actual production. We only see the experience around it. So the production process, it was really interesting because so much was going on behind the camera. That's what I ended up wanting to focus on. But when you watch the video, it's quite intense for an audience member. There's a lot of images. There's a high concentration. They're all stacked up against each other. And the amount of cuts in the editing process, it makes you very aware of the screen. It makes you very aware of the image. And I found that to be really important in terms of the production process, because the more cuts there are, the more you realize it's just an image. Like, for example, if I just left one shot of somebody doing something, we as an audience can go inside the shot. If I keep cutting the shot, you're aware that you're watching an image, you're aware of an editor. And I wanted to do that so much, and it can get quite intense. There are some bits that are very intense, that it can come from the screen into you, and you can start to feel the sensations as well. And that's what I wanted to do, communicate not just an image, but the consequences of those images. This is the final work of a series of works that I've done that have been focused on more like it's difficult to say semiotics or pop culture, but sort of focused on things like chat shows, talk shows, theme parks, and this was music videos. So this is what the places where we create like hyper-real constructions of ourselves or our identity, and the places where we would like to escape. And the reason why I was looking at this place, because I find that a place of soft power dynamics, and I wanted to investigate that, because without understanding it, then you don't have power yourself if you don't understand it. So I wanted to deconstruct it and sort of feed that back to an audience, to a viewer, in order to sort of reclaim some sort of power. And this was the last in that series. This is the one where it went from theme park to talk show to pop music video production, which I see as like a hyper-real version or a heightened version of your own identity. And that's sort of the interface that you have with the world. So to investigate that dynamic was, for me, really important. And I worked with a bunch of people who also found that quite important in their own way. So that investigation we did together, and the result is the work that you see at this festival.